Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Eric and welcome back to a brand new video here on the Bioshock Hub. As most of you know, I absolutely adore details, Easter eggs, and facts about the Bioshock series. So today, since I haven't done this in a while, I decided that I'm going to bring you guys 15 facts that you may not know from the Bioshock franchise. If you do know them, let me know down in the comment section below. And if there's any facts you'd like to share with me, also let me know down in the comment section below. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and here's the 15 facts. Coming in at the number 15 slot, we have the teleportation plasmid. I've talked about this before, and I've also made a video on this before. If you want to check it out, it'll be in the description down below. Anyways, the teleportation plasmid was originally supposed to be in Bioshock 1. Unfortunately, Irrational Games had to cut it from the finished product due to a tremendous amount of bugs and glitches that were caused by using the plasmid. So, unfortunately, we don't get the teleportation plasmid, however, we get that amazing Easter egg in Bioshock 2. Coming in at the number 14 spot is Thief, the Dark Project, and System Shock. And you might be wondering, what do those have to do with Bioshock? Let me explain. Like its spiritual predecessors, Thief, the Dark Project, and System Shock, which Ken Levine both worked on, Bioshock also features a massive plot twist halfway through the story's playthrough. In all three games, there are two different aspects in terms of characters that vie for control of the player. So for Bioshock, for example, you have Atlas and you have Ryan. So to me, that's pretty cool. For the lucky number 13 slot, we have something that you may not have noticed. When you become a Big Daddy in the original Bioshock with Jack, he has all of the equipment to be considered a traditional Big Daddy. Well, in fact, he actually doesn't. If you notice, you find everything you need except for the Big Daddy gloves. So, that's one minor detail and one minor fact that you guys might not have known about. Number 12. In honor of the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus setting foot on the Americas, the 1893 World's Fair, which was held in Chicago at the time, was given the title of the Columbian Exposition. The technologies that were on display and the sense of wonder that they inspired in the people during that time period helped shape Bioshock Infinite's Columbia Fair and Raffle. For the number 11 spot, we are going to be talking about the original Bioshock demo. When the demo for Bioshock was released on the Xbox 360, that demo in particular was the fastest at the time to reach the milestone of 1 million downloads on Xbox Live. So keep in mind, in 2007, it had 1 million downloads just for the demo alone. That is some outstanding numbers. This next one happens to be one of my favorites on this list. Coming in at the number 10 slot is the main inspiration for the Little Sisters. So, the main inspiration for the overall design of the Little Sisters were the Grady twins from the classic horror movie The Shining. And keep in mind, there is a sequel coming out to The Shining, I believe called Dr. Sleep, that I'm very excited for. If you guys like horror movies, let me know down in the comment section below. I know that has nothing to do with Bioshock, but regardless, it looks good and I want to know your opinions on it. So just humor me, please. That's all I ask. Now, for the number 9 slot, I'm going to give you guys a fact that I would really like for you guys to look up yourself, because it sounds pretty unbelievable and made up. But I promise there was an audio diary that reveals this, however it was cut. So, essentially, in Bioshock 2, there's a cut audio diary that reveals that Subject Delta is actually Eleanor Lamb's biological father. Essentially, he was forced to become a sperm donor for Sophia Lamb. So, again, I know it sounds unbelievable, I know it sounds made up, but the audio diary was in the game and its files, but it was cut and removed from the game altogether. So check it out for yourself. I would highly recommend it. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have Project Facade, and this is something that took place during World War I. During the development process, the artists of Bioshock used Project Facade as a guideline for designing their splicers. Project Facade was the result of artist Patty Hartley attempting to tell the stories of World War I soldiers who had suffered traumatic physical damage to their faces, and the surgical attempts to repair the faces that still left them looking far different from their normal selves. The approach was fitting, however, as it was almost identical to the origin story behind many of the splicers you see in Bioshock. So to me, using something that was historically documented and incorporating that into a design in game was very well done. So props to the artists over at Irrational Games, now Ghost Story Games. Yet again on this list, here's another one of my favorites. At the number 7 spot, in the original Bioshock, Atlas and Fontaine had two different voice actors. Carl Hanover voiced Atlas, while Greg Baldwin voices Frank Fontaine. Afterwards, in Bioshock 2 and Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, Carl Hanover plays both parts and sounds identical to Greg Baldwin's Frank Fontaine. So, this guy is a very, very talented voice actor, and I would like to see more work from him, hopefully in a future Bioshock installment. Fingers crossed, not too hopeful, but fingers are still crossed. We'll see what happens. So it seems that the entire franchise likes using a lot of the same voice actors. So in at the number 6 slot, we have the same instance as the last slot. Both Sander Cohen and the first Zealot and the Crows in Bioshock Infinite share the same voice actor, T. Ryder Smith. And if you don't believe me, listen to how Sander Cohen talks, then listen to the Crows as they talk in Bioshock Infinite and tell me they don't sound the same. This was actually pointed out to me by a subscriber, and when I looked into it on the IMDb pages of all the games, that ended up being true. So whoever shouted that out to me, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh hey, look! The number 5 spot is yet some more shared voice actors. So, another shared voice actor between Bioshock 2 and Bioshock Infinite is Bill Lobley. He plays Stanley Poole in Bioshock 2, and I absolutely hate that character, and I think you guys do as well. And he also plays Jeremiah Fink in Bioshock Infinite. So, a tale of two completely different characters. Stanley Poole is just a complete bitch, while Jeremiah Fink is actually a smart businessman. You guys know his fate in the end, though, and then Stanley Poole's fate is up to you. So, regardless, he plays a pretty good villain, and then at the same time, he plays a very good coward. So, well done, Bill. Well done. So as we get to the top 4 of this list, I just wanted to take a couple of seconds of your time to personally say thank you for all the recent support. You guys seem to support me no matter what I do, whether it's a video, whether it's a live stream, or whether I decide to take a break. You guys honestly don't know how much this whole YouTube thing means to me, and you don't know how much you guys as a community mean to me. You guys affect me more personally than a lot of things in my life. So thank you for that so very much. I'm forever grateful, and it's only going to go up from here, I promise that. Now, let's get back to the list. And at the number 4 slot, we have some random odd numbers. So, during the development of Bioshock Infinite, Irrational posted some pretty odd numbers in random aspects of its game's development. For example, 18 babies were born during its development. Close to 20,000 words were used in the game. Over 631 miles of code was used to program Bioshock Infinite, and much more. If you want to check out more facts, I'll put a picture on screen now, and I'll leave it up there for a little bit so you guys can read everything that's on it. It's actually quite interesting. Number 3. This is personally my favorite on the list. I know I might have said that earlier, but this one is definitely my personal favorite. So, the Skyhook in Bioshock Infinite is the only melee weapon in the series that you can actually use for some amazing executions. Unfortunately for the wrench and the drill, they missed out on a ton of potential, a ton of fun, and a ton of opportunity. So, there was some sort of executing in the Bioshock 2 trailer. However, it didn't end up becoming a part of the game. So, unfortunately, it sucks, but we still have the Skyhooks, so that's A-okay with me. Numero dos. In both Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2, the main characters completely freak out after injecting themselves with their first plasmids, which ironically both happen to be Electrobolt. After that, each time the character picks up an additional plasmid, they have no reaction. Meanwhile, in Bioshock Infinite, every time Booker drinks or picks up a new vigor, his hands are animated to show different reactions and adjustments that his body makes to each individual vigor. So, this is more of a visual fact and a visual detail rather than one that you may or may not know. So, to me, it's pretty damn cool. I just wish that in Bioshock 1 and 2, there was a little bit more reaction every time you picked up a new plasmid. So, that's just me. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And now we finally arrive at our number 1 spot. This one actually blew my mind, and I think that it's going to do the same to you guys as well. So, in regards to the entire Bioshock franchise, Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, and Bioshock Infinite, and all of its DLCs for each individual game, the Bioshock franchise as a whole has sold over 33 million copies as of May 2019. I personally don't know about you guys, but that is fucking absurd. That's 33 million units. So, just to show how much money 2K has for the potential to make a new Bioshock, it's there. If they've sold over 33 million copies at least $60 a piece, not incorporating the DLC prices, there's a ton of money to be made. So, 2K, get your asses in gear, get working on a new Bioshock. I think we're a little overdue. It's been 6 years, and it's probably going to be 7 before we even hear another thing about Parkside. So, 2K, chop chop. Well, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone else watching, that is going to do it for today's video. I do have some exciting news for you guys. On Wednesday, I'm going to be uploading a new lore video, and it's going to cover the entirety of the Rapture Civil War. So if you want to know why Bioshock is what it is and why Rapture is how it is, stay tuned for that video. You're not going to want to miss it, I promise you that. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know down in the comments. If you're new here and want to join the Rapture family or help the Rapture family grow, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications to never miss a video or a live stream, and feel free to share some videos on Twitter, on Facebook, Reddit, wherever you guys use a social media platform. That would help me out a lot. Other than that, if you want to follow me on social medias, my Twitter, my Twitch, my Instagram should be down in the description below, along with my Discord server. So, if you want to join it, feel free. Anyways, I've been up for 2 days. I'm going to go get some sleep. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay awesome, and I love you all. Thank you guys for watching.